Guess what time it is? It's time for a part 2. So first of all, I have only 12 minutes to get this out, so I need to say this right fucking now, because you know what happens. Oh my, I get distracted, and then I don't end up saying stuff. So guys, I left you on a cliffhanger. Okay, I'm sorry. What ended up happening was I knew I was gonna have my Cinnabon thing, and I was like, oh well, I might as well do the video after I do the Cinnabon thing so I can update them. And then stuff happened with that, and then I got like depressed. Well, not really, but like low dopamine stuff. So it was like I didn't have like any motivation to do anything. So now I'm gonna tell you guys what happened. So we left off. It's 7:30 now. We plan on meeting up together in the break room, and I get up there, it's like 7:36. He's not there. So I'm like, okay. I had a feeling, you know, he's a little bit of a spacey guy, you know, he probably is late or something. But that was okay because I came up 5 minutes late because I was like, oh, he's gonna be late. So I came up late. And then luckily it was like a minute later he came up and he was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I almost forgot, you gotta beat me over the head with a rubber mallet. And I was like, oh my god. I was like, okay. So I was like, we were talking about, I have my notes behind me, by the way, when I sent all of this over Discord. So we're talking about music because originally when we were talking for the first time, we were talking about music. And he was like, here, write down some songs for me to listen to. And he gave me a notebook. And he turned the page and it was a grocery list. And I was like, oh, I shouldn't be looking, I'm sorry. And he was like, no, it's okay. And I just happened to be looking and a lot of stuff was crossed out except for like chicken patties or something. And right next to it. And right next to it said, fuck. I thought that was so fucking funny. Oh my god. Anyway, and I was like, did you listen to the band Amaranth that I sent you? And he was like, Amaranth, I think so, I don't really remember. And then I was showing him other bands and he was like, oh yeah, I remember, I did listen to them. They were pretty good. I listened to most of it. I listened to a big chunk of it. But, you know, stuff like that. And then we were talking about stuff. And then I was like, oh my god, I totally forgot today, like I said in my last video, I got free sushi from the sushi guy, who just so happened to give me samples today, which was fucking crazy coincidence. And I got the samples, and I was like, do you want sushi? Do you like sushi? And he was like, oh my god, yes, I'm so fucking hungry. And that's crazy because I was asking everyone around me in my department, I was like, do you guys want sushi? I have so much fucking sushi right now. And everyone was like, no, even though they're California rolls. So it was just vegetables. And he was like, yes, I'm so fucking hungry. And he was like, do you have chopsticks? I said, no, I don't have any chopsticks. So he was like, oh, it's fine. And we checked in the little drawer in the break room, but there's none there. So he was like, oh, it's no problem, I'll just run down and grab some. And I was like, okay, don't hurt yourself. And he fucking booked it down the stairs. I heard him like running. Oh my god, my throat was already sore. And I heard him running, and he came running right back up with soy sauce as well. And I was like, oh my god, that's so funny. And I got told from my coworker when I came back that it was just really funny that he was running around, and I thought that was really cute. And then fucking oh yeah, so we started talking about favorite food. And, oh, by the way, before I fucking, oh, bro, I knew I was gonna like this guy immediately because I was talking about Weird Al and, like, how I really like the Weird Al originals. And he was like, oh, yeah, I love Weird Al, but, like, I haven't listened to him a lot. And that's funny because I look just like him. And I was like, oh my god, I was like, I don't know what it was. It's just, like, how he just, like, was. I was just like, oh my god. I was like, I just like this guy, like, he's goofy, like, I just kinda like it. And he has big puffy hair. I love puffy hair so much. Anyway, so we were talking about food, and he was like, he mentioned banana something. I don't know, was it like banana bread? Banana, he said he loved making banana chocolate chip pancakes, which he fucking does, because he tells me about banana pancakes every single day. So, he's like, oh my god, banana's like my favorite food. And I was like, really? And he was like, yeah, well, I love bananas and strawberries and blueberries and apples. Oh, I just love them all. And I was like, oh my god, that's so cute. Because I love fruit so much. And he told me later that he has an allergy to like fucking everything because he's allergic to pollen. So if there's like traces of pollen in anything, he freaks out. So luckily it's only like a sensitivity, but anyway. So before we left, I was like, hey, by the way, we spent 30 minutes in the break room, and I'm so glad that I had such a chill manager because he knew how much I liked him because everyone fucking knows in the store. And my manager was like, Sam, it's time to get back to work. And it was already 15 minutes, but I lied, and I was like, it's only been 10 minutes, Mark, from upstairs in the break room. And then I was like, oh my god, it is 8 o'clock right now, and we left at 7:30, obviously. So he was like, oh shit, so we like, and by the way, I told him, I was like, oh, it's getting close to 7:45, and he was like, yeah. And we started talking more, and he gets like really lost in conversation, which I love. I think that's so cute, because like, I want you to spend time with me. Like, don't be like, oh fuck, I guess I gotta go. Like, stay with me, dude. And he did. It was so cute. Anyway, and then fucking, so I was like, hey, by the way, you know, if you want to exchange numbers and we can like talk about music or something. And he was like, oh yeah, absolutely. So I was like, I got nervous and I forgot my phone number. And he was like, oh, it's fine, I'll just give you mine. So he wrote it down. His handwriting is so fucking bad. But and then I got home and I was like, oh my god, I wonder if he's gonna text me. And I was like, oh my god, he doesn't have my number. I have his number. So anyway, but there's just one itty bitty tiny thing, okay? Because nothing can ever be perfect, you know? Every rose has its thorns, you know? So when my mom saw him for the first time in the store when she was checking out, he had a ring on, and my mom was like, you better make sure he's not married. But also, my mom thought he was like 35, so anyway. So I was like, hey, my mom saw you and she thought you were married. Are you married? Because of the ring. And he was like, oh no, I'm not married. This was actually a gift from my ex-girlfriend. Today, which was the 26th of June, today would have actually been our anniversary. It's kind of messing with my head right now. And I was like, no, fuck, he's not over his ex yet. No, why couldn't it be perfect? So I was like, oh, well, no, I didn't say that. I wasn't like, oh, but I was like, oh, okay, interesting. And he was like, yeah, it's, you know, it's whatever. Things happen. And I was like, yeah. So then, we're like, yeah, well, I'll see you around and stuff like that. And, we exchanged numbers, and the next day, I was talking to him for like hours. I was texting him for like fucking hours. And eventually the next day, we got on the topic of his girlfriend again, and he was like, yeah, so my girlfriend left me in October of last year. So they were only dating for 4 months, unless my fucking math is wrong. They were only dating for 4 months, and he was like, yeah, she broke it off because she got a full-time job, and like, she couldn't like keep up with our relationship and stuff like that, you know. She's probably moved on already and everything, but I still wear the ring because obviously I'm not over it yet. So I was like, oh, fucking great. Like, god damn it. God damn it. Oh. So I was like, okay, you know, but he never brings her up. It's like not a thing. And I told him, like, when I talk to you, like, I feel like you're a taken guy because you wear that ring, and I know, like, and he was like, I'm not taken. I'm not taken. I'm not, you know, she's over it. I just like, but at the same time, like, as long as he wears that ring, I feel like if she comes back, he's gonna try and get back with her. But they have had a history. He said they were on and off for a while. And the thing is, she stopped texting him, like, the fucking week before I came around. So that's just a really weird coincidence that, because I was obsessed with him for, like, 5 days before I actually got to this point. And, right before that, like, maybe, like, 2 or 3 days before that, he, first of all, started eating properly again, which he has had an issue with. And also, his ex-girlfriend stopped texting him. So it's like, that's really interesting that I just also happened to come along at that time. So far, I don't think she's texted him, which is good. Sorry, but, like, that's good for me. He texts me all the time. Super cute. I told him the other day, I was like, because he got hurt, that same day he got hurt, he fell down and he got hurt. He had to do workman's comp and everything. Then he went to the ER a couple days ago because it got worse, and he has a tendon abrasion. So good job, frail little man. I'm just kidding. But, I was like, oh no, you're gonna be out of work for like 4 days, I'm gonna miss you. And he was like, I'm gonna miss you too. So I was like, oh really? Anyway, and then a few days before then, he went to his niece's first birthday up in Hartford, so like a big city, like far away from us. And he brought me back a piece of cake. And I didn't even ask. I was texting him during the birthday party and he was like, so what would you do if I like put aside a piece of cake for you? And I was like, I mean, you don't have to. Like, I want you to eat and stuff like that. And he's like, oh no, fuck that. I ate like 3 pieces already. So I was like, okay. And then I think it was the next day or something like that. He gave it to me and I gave him a fucking donut. I gave him pasta and I gave him the rest of that sushi and he was like, you spoil me too much. Stuff like that. I can't believe I'm about to run out of fucking time. Oh my god. Anyway, so he gave me a piece of cake, and I was thinking about that today because if anything happens, like, he's been texting me a little bit less lately because, you know, it's 4th of July weekend, he just got out of the fucking ER, he's doing shit, like, it's not, like, a big deal, but it's just the tiniest little change that I'm, like, I get in my head, and I'm like, oh my god, he doesn't like me anymore, like, it's just so fucking horrible, it's such an awful thing to think, so I have to ground myself and be like, this isn't happening, this isn't, like, this doesn't mean anything, just stuff is happening. So, there's that. But then I think about, like, he gave me cake and he said he would miss me. Like, come on. Like, he texts me every day. Like, he has to like me, right? Like, there's, like, because, like, he's also just kind of a weird guy. So I'm just wondering if, like, maybe, like, he just, like, thinks we're friends or something. Like, there's no way. There's no way that he doesn't know. Like, and I'm just, like, so flirty with him. Like, I use hearts and everything. And I just, like, I'm just so, like, oh. Like, he has to know. And he told us, I'm not gonna have time to get to this in this video, but, okay, so, a couple days ago, oh my god, I have 1 minute left, I can't talk about it, oh my god, I promise, like, right after this, I'm gonna upload another video, giving you another input, but, that's what happened on the 26th, then a couple days we were talking and stuff like that. There's really not that much of an update after this, but, I literally don't have any time. If I just had, like, 5 more minutes, I would be able to tell you, but, my alarm's going off. What the fuck? Anyway, so that's my story. My alarm's going off in the background. So that's my story. Yeah, I'll give you guys another update. I'm literally in love with him. It's fucking crazy, so. Yeah, so that's my little first date. Sushi date, yay! 30 minutes in the break room with me. Kind of funny, right? Like, he definitely isn't in love with me, but okay. So that's my update. Yeah, I'll get back to you guys in, like, just a minute.